Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2025 Ballon d'Or is Chris Wood. Alright, you're finally awake. With just a few months left in the 24-25 football season, the race for this year's Ballon d'Or is shaping up to be the most unpredictable in years. No Messi and Ronaldo, a new generation of superstars is battling for football's biggest individual prize. But with the Champions League still on the line, a last twist could change it all. So, who will rise above the rest to claim the golden ball? Let's find out. Kylian Mbappe's transfer to Madrid was the biggest signing of the season. After a slow start, he's had an incredible debut season with Los Blancos. With 20 goals in La Liga, he's helped Madrid stay among the league's top 3 contenders. His best game was against Manchester City, where he scored 3 goals at the Bernabeu to help his team move forward in the Champions League. With 7 goals in the Champions League and his dominance in La Liga, Mbappe might be one of the favourites to win the Ballon d'Or, but many other players have put in similar performances. Given its reputation in his native country, it's no secret that Mbappe longs for the Ballon d'Or. If the events of the last few weeks are any indication, he might finally realise his aspirations in 2025. Likewise, Mohamed Salah, seemingly playing his final season with Liverpool, has been delivering spectacular performances. But after a humbling loss to PSG in the Champions League round of 16, his chances of taking home the prize have been severely damaged. To make matters worse, Liverpool's loss in the Carabao Cup final further shattered his dream of claiming the prestigious trophy. Despite these setbacks, Salah's performance in the Premier League has been exceptional. With over 27 goals and 17 assists, he has played a crucial role in keeping Liverpool at the top of the table for most of the season. History shows that some players have won the Ballon d'Or without securing a major European or international trophy. For Salah to have a real shot, he will need a flawless end to the season, and possibly a Premier League title to strengthen his case. Although it's become more challenging, the 32-year-old still has a chance to become Africa's first Golden Ball winner since 1985. But the biggest surprise of this year has been the Brazilian winger Rafinha. Emerging as Barca's most powerful attacker, Rafinha has gathered over 27 goals and 19 assists. The results have been superb for his club, and they've managed to attain the top spot in La Liga. His Champions League performances have been even more impressive, with 11 goals so far this season. Many expected Yamal or Lewandowski to be Barcelona's main attacking force, but Rafinha has emerged as the unexpected star. Rafinha currently leads as the top scorer in the Champions League after amazing performances against Benfica in both home and away games. With Barcelona in contention for every major silverware, Rafinha could make history as one of the most unexpected Ballon d'Or winners if he keeps up with his form. Then there is Harry Kane, proving why he will always be one of the best strikers in the world. After years of a major trophy drought, he may finally be able to win a collective trophy this time. Last year, his outstanding performances earned him the Gerd Müller Trophy for scoring the most goals at both club and international levels. This season, he has continued that same exceptional form, continuing to break records in the Bundesliga. He has scored over 21 goals in the domestic league and helped his team maintain the top spot. Not only that, he has been playing spectacularly in the Champions League as well. With 10 goals to his name, he sits near the top of the tournament's scoring charts, trailing only behind Rafinha. If Bayern goes on to win the Champions League, Kane could make a serious push for the Ballon d'Or and finally end his trophy curse. Goals by themselves no longer guarantee players the Ballon d'Or, as seen by Rodri's victory. However, Kane's versatility should attract the attention of voters if he can guide the Bavarians to national and continental success in 2025. Over in France, Ousmane Dembele's resurgence at PSG has been another major storyline. The France winger, who is obviously a very talented player, has annoyed supporters more than he has thrilled them since leaving Borussia Dortmund for Barcelona. In his second season, he has finally found his form. His performances have helped his team, PSG, to get to the top of Liga 1 unbeaten. Outside the domestic scene, he's also helped his team with their Champions League dream by knocking out Liverpool. That win against Liverpool on their home ground has suddenly made PSG PSG one of the favourites to win the Champions League. With 21 goals in Liga 1 and 7 in the Champions League, Dembele has put himself in the talks for the Ballon d'Or if he maintains his form. Then some dark horses could push for the award late in the season, like Vinicius Jr., who finished in second place last season. After that loss, he posted on Twitter, "I'll do it 10 times if I have to. They're not ready." However, it's not going to plan so far. His numbers aren't that spectacular compared to others, with only 19 goals and 13 assists so far in the season. But Vinny could make a turnaround in the final part of the season and maybe prove critics wrong. Then there's the La Masia wonder kid, Lamine Yamal. His performance has been exceptional, but he has been constantly getting outscored by his teammates. But no one can argue that he is the best young player in La Liga. With only 13 goals and 20 assists, Yamal is having a great season. If Barcelona continues their form and wins some major titles, Yamal could be in contention for the Ballon d'Or. Although Pedri's goal and assist totals aren't very impressive, anyone who has watched Barcelona this season would be raving about the kind of play he's been putting on for Hansi Flick's team. For the first time in years, the Spain star appears to be injury-free, allowing him to fully reach the promise he's shown as a youth before his fitness problems got the better of him. He will need to keep transferring his La Liga exploits into the Champions League if he wants to be considered for the Ballon d'Or. But given that Barca has a favourable European draw, there's a good possibility Pedri will be the midfield pillar that propels them to the championship game. Perhaps it was inevitable that Bellingham would regress in 24-25 after his incredible initial season at Real Madrid. As he adapted to a new role once Kylian Mbappe joined the team, the England midfielder undoubtedly failed to reach the same heights in terms of goal scoring during the first few months of the season. But now that he appears to have rediscovered his role for Los Blancos, Bellingham is beginning to contribute in the closing third and is also displaying the relentless work ethic that distinguishes him from some of the finest players in the world. Musiala, like many of his teammates, had a more subdued season last time out after guiding Bayern to the Bundesliga title in 2023. Nevertheless, the offensive midfielder was the best player in German football throughout the first half of the season and carried his form over from Euro 2024 into the current campaign. It goes without saying that Musiala must deal with Harry Kane, a goal machine dominating Bayern's headlines, but the inventive midfielder is making every effort to establish himself as the main man at the Allianz Arena. He should be one of the top candidates for the Ballon d'Or if he can continue to play at his peak while guiding the Bavarians to victories both at home and on the continent. The Ballon d'Or is awarded based on a combination of individual performances, team success, consistency, and impact in crucial moments. Journalists who vote for the award around the world consider a player's overall contribution to the season. Historically, winners have either been the top goal scorers like Messi and Ronaldo, but sometimes players who create the biggest impact have also won, like Messi in 2023 and Luka Modric in 2018, who got the award over Ronaldo. However, surprises have occurred when a player had a defining season despite missing out on major trophies. With the Champions League still up and the final days of league competition beginning, decisive moments are yet to come. Football is full of surprises, and the Ballon d'Or also has had many unexpected winners. If a player dominated like Benzema in 2022, all eyes could turn toward him. But if some lesser-known players show spectacular performances like how Modric took his team to the FIFA World Cup final in 2018, they might find themselves holding the trophy. So the question is, who will win the award? Will it be the players who are currently performing well, or will it be someone else? Only time will tell. Who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or? Let me know in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next one.